Good afternoon all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, November 16th. Looking at window traders market profile of the ES and the NQ. Very lackadaisical day, for lack of a better term. Very small range. Very light volume. The bears did what I thought they were finally going to do. They put us into a nice 3-day balance. We end 9 wide, and that's it. NQ ends 10 wide. That if I put it in smaller increments, I think they only ended 10 wide. They have an afternoon pullback in I think we're a little too close to the day's low to use us. They also probed a bit, but just very small. Righty ends up with a trend day down, an afternoon rally high in K, and an 11 wide POC. But all three of us are now in a 3-day balance. We have the large gap below Tuesday's low, right? So market went bull, back to balance. Do we come out of this 3-day balance higher to back to bull, or do we take out Tuesday's low and go bear, at least on the daily initially? If we take out today's low but don't get Tuesday's low, it's still balance. Same thing if we take out today's high but don't get Wednesday's high, still balance. This is healthy for the market overall. We talk about this all the time. It's very healthy. We got both sides of the overnight in the S, which I told the room was a good chance today. We only got one IB, but we got close in M period to taking out both sides. NQ took out both overnights and both IBs. I had a good day, and again, it was off on the short side because I just thought the market was tired. I shorted the overnight POC in A period in ES, which paid me initially. Then I shorted the overnight high in A period, and that was a nice one because I told the room, I don't care if they even get it, right? You have the overnight high, you had the 10 wide POC, and you had all this volume for you. I said I wasn't looking for it to run away, and it didn't. And it pulled back and paid me. Now NQ, I took a short in B, very upset at myself. I took a short when it pushed up at one point. I ended up taking it off, and as soon as I took it off, it came back. Now wait, let me rephrase that. First I took a short above A and got paid on it. But then when it was pulling back with the ebb and flow, I thought there was a chance to get more of a push lower because they had already gotten yesterday's low. Even though they had the overnight high, still wasn't looking for it to run away. Well, anyway, I got kind of big, went against me, took it off, and then it immediately came in where I would have been the money. But I lost about 1,000 on it, and I wasn't happy. So I kind of went into vindictive mode, but no, I shouldn't say that. I was not vindictive at all, right? Revenge trade, I don't do those. But it ended up doing what I thought it would do. So C and D, I just shorted every push up in NQ. So when it started going down, any push up, shorted it below, once we got below the opening, shorted it to get the day's low, shorted it to get the overnight low. And I kept doing that in C and D, and I got paid very nicely, got all that money back and more. So again, I'm only kidding, it was not a revenge trade. I was pretty upset at myself though for that, taking that off in B and then having that happen. Then in F period, I took a short in NQ thinking it might be the afternoon rally high. Now, I got paid on it, but I didn't stay in it long because I wasn't too thrilled about it. But and I was right to take it off because you saw what G period did. Now, I did short ES twice, once in G, thinking it would be the afternoon rally high, and I got paid on that. And then again in K, which I thought would be the afternoon rally high, got paid on that. Now, we don't have an afternoon rally high because M took it out, but both of those paid me. I thought those were better risk-reward shorts at that point because they were still far enough away from the day's high to use as an afternoon rally high. NQ had kept pushing up here, and that's why I didn't want to short it again. So again, all from the short side, 2 days in a row. Good day overall, even losing on that trade early on in the day in NQ in B period. Destinations. Today's high is 450.56, and as far as the downside, we have our POC 10 wide at 449.28, and today's low 448.12. We didn't get yesterday's afternoon rally high. For the downside in ES, now ES only ends 9 wide. SPY ended 10 wide. 45.14, 9 wide, and today's low of 0175. And then the high in ES is 26.25. And they also missed their afternoon rally high. And then on the chart, now tomorrow night we'll recap all 3 of these indices charts as we head into next week. I will be here next week, Monday and Tuesday. I'll be gone the rest of the week. Here's our 3-day balance. Okay? Right? The market is gone. Let's show you how markets work. We went bear, balance 3 days, and came out of balance bull. And boy, did we go bull. Straight up. 1, 2, 3, right? 7, 8 days. Then came into balance. And came out of balance, back to bull. Big time on the gap. Now we're back into balance. So the question is, do we come out of this balance? Right? We've come out of our last 2 balances bull. Here, bull. Here, bull. Do we come out of this balance bull, or do we take out Tuesday's low and get into this huge gap a bit to go bear? I don't think that would be a bad thing, because the weekly would still be up, the monthly still in balance, right? Hold part of this gap, go bear, then go back to balance eventually on the daily, and then come out of that balance up to go get yearly highs. I think that would be healthier. Because I'll tell you what, if we come out of this 3-day balance back to bull again, we really haven't pulled back at all. Look at this. Look at these pullbacks we've had, right? From 409 to 451, right? That's $42. How much have we pulled back? We had the outside day down here, which got absolutely annihilated the next day, and now today we pulled back a little bit. So even if we don't get into the gap, at least let's stay, around these 3 days range and trade sideways for a little bit. I'm not saying we can't make a new high in the year, but man, oh man, it's going to be done on pretty crappy structure if you keep doing that without any significant pullback to shake out some of these week longs. Volume today, very poor. It's at 65 million. We're not going to do anywhere near average or even near yesterday's, I think, which was 77 million. Anyway, great discussion in the room today when the market was quiet. That's what this room is all about, how to read the market. We told the room, and I should probably go back to, I'm going to do that real quick. We told the room, we tried to go trend twice today to the downside, failed. And early on, we tried to go higher. Once that happens, the market loses its steam. So the odds are really, I told the room, I said, now, we almost got close to the high, but I said, I don't think we get the high. I said, if anything, I think maybe we'll test the low. Now, we didn't, but the market loses its focus and steam. And look at all this volume and everything else, where the opening, TPOC, volume POC, VWAP, hard to get away from there. Now, M is a different breed, right? M does what it wants to do. But that's reading the market, and that's what that's what we teach in here when it's slow. We're not just sitting here doing nothing. We're talking and teaching what this profile shows us. Again, for $1 a day, I don't know why you wouldn't come and check it out. Anyway, enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.